In this video, we got a nice setup for y'all that's going to help y'all score in the red zone. I know a lot of y'all be talking about the red zone, and I'm pretty sure y'all are more so speaking about being about 5 yards away from the end zone, not necessarily 20, because I know the closer you get, the harder it is to score. The play we're going to be running is gun spread X follow. Now, you don't necessarily need this play, but you need a similar setup to where an inside receiver is going to go vertical and then to the inside. You'll see what I'm talking about when we get on the practice field. Let's go ahead and jump into the practice field and show you how we set this up. Couple things about the play personnel wise. You want Y and A to be your big body receivers that can catch in traffic, because there's a possibility that they do get tackled as they're catching a ball. And then the most important thing is X and B. You want your speedy guys, your route runners. We're going to be running zig routes with them. What you're going to do is put B and X on a zig route. Those zig routes are going to beat every single defense that is a default defense. If they're running a cover 3, cover 4, cover 2, cover 2 man, cover 1, it does not matter. If it's a default defense, they're going to win every single time, which we're going to show you right here. First defense we're going to go against is going to be a cover 3. Once he makes that cut, you're just going to lead this ball straight out. You can see there's plenty of room. You're gonna get that animation for the most part, which is really good. That's just how much separation you're getting from the defense. You can throw this to either side. This time we're gonna throw it to the X side. Once he makes that cut, you're just gonna lead that ball. He's gonna get that catch every single time. You could be a little bit more patient, but you just have to watch that cornerback or the DB on that side. And then let's go ahead and show you with the other route combo right here. Now, obviously, you have to take account for the user, but this is what the drag routes do. The drag routes and then the 5 and in with the running back is going to keep the user true to the middle of the field. But let's just show you what this looks like. You know, if they're trying to play their user, how he's supposed to play and stay in the zone. I'm probably not going to be able to show you the high ball with A, but just look at the running back and Y right here. They're going to make that linebacker choose, and then you got the money right there. Yes, I know the user can pick that up, but that's your job to, you know, watch what the user is doing and make a decision. This is what it's going to look like against a cover 3, though. You're going to run the 2 zigs, and then you're going to have the drag with Y, and then a 5 and in, and you're going to have that vertical to the inside with the A receiver. And it could be flipped. You could do it the other way. It doesn't have to be this specific way. But like I said, you're going to, for the most part, you're just going to look for the drag or the zig route to the outside. That's just the receiver not catching it. But that's against a cover 3. Let's jump into cover 4. All right, now we're going to be going against a cover 4. Same thing, X on a zig, B on a zig. Now, mind you, this is a cover 4 with just one vert hook in the middle. Don't really pay attention to that. We're going to mostly pay attention to the outside. They didn't have the 3-4 cover 4 or 4-3 cover 4, which most people would run in the red zone. But I want you to focus on the zig routes to the outside, because that is going to look the exact same, just like cover 3. Once they make that cut, you're just going to lead this ball to the outside, and it beats it every single time. Even if they're playing hard flats, they're not going to get out there fast enough. We threw it to the left. Now we're going to throw it to the right. The exact same thing. Just go ahead and lead this once he makes that cut, and you're going to get money every single time. And then the same thing, the middle of the field is going to be the user. You're going to have to pay attention to who he picks up. And depending on who he picks up, you're going to throw to the opposite person. The running back's open right there. Take the easy check down. And I think right there, you could probably even throw a high ball over the top. Let's see if A got open right there. I really didn't see. But right here, once A makes that cut, you could probably throw a high ball in the middle of the field. And that's what I mean by having your best possession catch guys right there. I probably threw that a little too soon. But for the most part, against every zone, look for the zig routes. They're going to be open every single time. That's against a cover 4. Let's jump into cover 2. All right, now we're going to be going against a cover 2, and you would think cover 2 is the perfect defense to shut this down. Same thing, X and B on a zig. Just watch what happens. Top tier cornerbacks in cover 2 guarding the zig route in the end zone. Once he makes the cut, you're going to lead the ball to the outside. You're going to get money every single time. No excuses. These guys got abilities. They got the coverage. Now I'm going to go ahead and throw it to the left. You see me throw it to the right. Once he makes the cut, just go ahead and lead that out. And the better route runners you have, the better results you're going to get. Now, they can stop this with cover 2 if they play underneath. They're playing 0. They play to the outside. But when that happens, we're going to watch the middle of the field and watch what happens. Now, mind you, the user is going to have to pick up Y or RB. And then this is when we hit A right here over the top with the high ball. That's why we like this route right here. Just possession catch it. There's a chance he could drop it if he gets hit, but for the most part, they have to respect the drag route and RB, and that's what's going to leave them open over the top. Yes, I know you can start manning it up, making adjustments, but the first time you see it, you're not going to know how to man this up. You're not going to know how to make adjustments for it. And then, like I said, just look for the zig routes. for the most part, most people aren't going to play underneath when they're playing a cover two. Some people will, but if not, you got the, you know, you're going against the default cover two. That was just an overthrow right there. Hit the zig routes to the outside. You're going to get money every single time. All right, now we're going to be going against man coverage. Same thing, X and B on a zig route. Now, mind you, we have top tier cornerbacks going against some B tier to C tier route running wide receivers. They can still play the zig route pretty good as a default just because of the mismatch. But for the most part, the only way they're going to shut this down consistently with man coverage is to play if they play underneath and play to the outside. And if they do that, we're going to be looking for a Y, A, or RB. But I want to show you, even with some mid-tier receivers, when it comes to route running, if they play a default man coverage, you can still get the zigs off against some top tier cornerbacks. Just want to show you what this looks like. Once they make that cut, go ahead and lead it to the outside the exact same way. Like I said, though, they can shut it down if they play to the outside and play underneath. But I'm going to show you what you're going to look for right here. The main go-to is going to be A. Now, mind you, if they send heat, you're going to look for Y or RB first. But if they're just sending 4 like this and you have the time, A is going to get open almost every single time, if not every time. Just wait for him to pass that safety. Even if it's a cover 2, he's going to get open right there. That's going to be your go-to if they, you know, they're playing outside and playing underneath. But if you have a decent route runner with Y and then your running back's pretty good as well, you can easily hit them against man coverage too. What we're going to go ahead and do is jump into some real head-to-head game so y'all can see this being used against real users.
The other side of the ball. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. That's caught. Now Jackson. Now it's Jackson. Now he's got it. Throwing is Jackson. Got a man. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To throw is Prescott. Continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not. Touchdown, Jets. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Short range. Now Fields. Fields. Got his man, and it's caught.